ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं ततो जयमुदीरये। And 3 chapters and text number 38. पुरुषस्य च संस्थानं स्वरूपं वा परस्य ज्ञानं च नैगमं यत् प्रयोजनम्. Translation. What are the truths regarding the living entity and the Supreme Personality of a Godhead? What are their identities? What are the specific values in the knowledge in Vedas? The spiritual master and his disciples. These are constitutionally servitors of the Lord, who can accept all kinds of service from anyone. It is clearly declared that the Lord is the supreme enjoyer benefits of all sacrifices and penances, the proprietor of all that is manifested, and the friend of all living entities. That is the real identity. Therefore, when the living entity accepts this supreme proprietor of the Lord and acts in that attitude, he resumes his real identity. Living entity, to this standard of knowledge, there is a necessity of a spiritual association. The bona fide spiritual master desires that his disciples know the process of rendering transcendental service to the Lord. And the disciples will know the God and the entity from a self-realization. Transcendental knowledge, one must retire from mundane activities on the strength of enlightenment in knowledge in terms of Vedic wisdom and substance of all the questions in this verse. Om Ajnanatirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya chapter 7, page number 38. Om Ajnanatirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanyamano Bhishtam Bhaktam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamayi Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yutapakamalam Shri Guruna Vaishvancha Shri Rupam Sagarajatam Sahaganagunatam Tam Sajivam Advaitam Savhutam Pariyanasayitam Krishna Chaitan Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padana Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Krishna Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Dinamine Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishya Shunyavadi Pashatyeshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare पुरुषस्य च संस्थानं स्वरूपं वापरस्य ज्ञानं च नैगमं यत् तद् गुरु शिष्य प्रयोजनम्. What are the truths regarding the living entities and the Supreme Personality of Godhead? What are their identities? What are the specific values in the knowledge in the Vedas? What are the necessities for spiritual master? The question asked here are very important. If somebody wants to make a spiritual life, this genuine question in his heart, then only one can understand that what we are exactly doing. What is meant by accepting spirituality in your life? Generally, the spirituality means people think that, oh, just go to the temple, have a darshan. Generally, we have seen in the temple, they come and they see the curtain is closed. Try half an hour, maybe for an hour also, they sit. As soon as curtain opens, they see the deities, and within a minute, they want to go back. They can sit idly here and talk, discuss the mundane things. But after darshan is open, they will not stop. They will just move. Their concern is that, oh, I had a darshan and came back. Such a kind of a thing is okay, rather than not going to the temple. But if you are going, you should understand that why you are going and what you should do. What's supposed to be done when you visit a temple or any holy place. Generally, yesterday our Partha was telling me that there are devotees who used to go to Goa. Goa is the one of the place in India which is like Hawaii in US. Not Las Vegas, not that bad actually. You can say Hawaii, you can go on the beach for sense enjoyment. But it's not that close. It's like Hawaii. Devotee going to Goa, it's totally contradictory. If he is a devotee, why he will go to Goa? If he is a devotee, why he will go for the enjoyment? And that after sense enjoyment. Either he is not a devotee at all, that's why he is going to go, or for the sense enjoyment. Devotee means what? And accepting spirituality means what? Accepting spirituality means you should have these genuine questions in your heart. Questions, but they never strike us. Okay, I'm going to the temple. Why I should go? What is the identity of the God and myself? Generally, people go to the temple because since childhood they are habituated to visit the temple. For what? Peace of mind. But they don't know why they get peace of mind when they go to temple. What is that really gives them peace? Generally, in a temple, I've seen few people, they come and they sit in front of the door here, close their eyes and they meditate. That's so funny. You are having such a beautiful form of their Lordship standing in front of you, and you are closing your eyes in front of you and sitting there. The Archa Vigraha form of the Lord, so merciful. Merciful of incarnation is Archa Vigraha. See, if you want to see their Lordship in Vaikuntha, you need to have tremendous qualification to reach to the Vaikuntha. Even if you reach to Vaikuntha, it's not necessary that you will get a chance to enter inside. Not qualified to go to Vaikuntha. Then Lord sometimes comes as a different incarnation. So all living entities, they never get chance to see their Lordship. Very fortunate who has the asset of their past grace, they can take part when Lord is present on this earthly planet and performs his pastime. They can take part in his Leela. So they can see. After seeing the Lordship, even to understand him is also not that easy. To understand the identity of Lord. Like Duryodhana. His daughter or son got married with the daughter or son of Krishna. So in that way, they are in family relationship. And that is very close relationship actually. But still, Duryodhana never understood Krishna. He thought that Lord Krishna is just a magician, a mystic personality. He can just do some, he has some mystic powers and he does some magic. That's it. He never accepted Lord as supreme personality. So it's not necessary that you will understand them. But the Archa Vigraha form of the Lord, whom pure devotees, they have invited their Lordship in the particular form to take services from us and to bless us. And you are coming in front of that most merciful incarnation of the Lord and closing your eyes and meditating on what? God knows. Because we don't know the identity of the Lord. Why we get peace when you come to the temple? Because, as Prabhupada has explained here, the identity of God is, as explained in the 5th chapter, 29th verse, the conclusive verse of the chapter 5 of Bhagavad Gita. There, the identity of Lord has explained. Who is he? Bhoktaram Yajnatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Surudam Sarva Bhutanam Nyatva Shantim Rachi. Why we get peace? Because when you come to temple, you realize if you have a proper heart, that here is God. Sarva Yajna Tapasam. He is the real enjoyer of each and every sacrifice that has performed by the living entity. He is the real enjoyer of all the things that we survey in this world. He is the real controller. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Not only this planet, but all 14 planets and beyond that, all are controlled by him. That's why he is a Sarvaloka Maheshwara. And what he says? Surudam Sarva Bhutana. It's not necessary that someone who is a controller can be friend of everyone. That happens. If you generally go in your professional area, your boss is not your friend. Does it happen? Very rarely. At least in Western countries, you can call your boss with first name. They can call. No? India, it never happens. Or Asian countries, they never call their boss with their first name. Because they do have respect there. They consider he's a higher, he can't be equal of us, and we can't have a friendship with him. But Lord is such a boss, he's not boss of you only, he's a boss of all the planetary systems. He's the king, Maha Ishvara, the topmost controller. But still he is a Suradam Sarva Bhutana. But still he is friend of, not only friend, Surada, intimate friend of each and everyone. That's the identity of the Suradam Sarva Bhutana. And who knows this? He attains the peace of mind. So when you come to temple, why you get peace? Because that personality who has all these attributes is standing in front of you. He is giving you His mercy, His please. And if you don't recognize that, then who is losing? Who is in loss? It's you or the Lord? But Lord Himself thinks that He is in loss actually, because He is here to take you back to Godhead. And if you are not showing interest in that, leaving aside everything, He's standing in front of you to attract you on, but you are not getting attracted, then He's feeling. If you read that VIDURAJI, especially the second part, when the Gopakumar, he reaches to the spiritual world, he enters there and he sees where Lord is playing with all his wonderful Qualabans, his friends. And as he looks back, he sees this Gopakumar is entering. He leaves everyone back, comes and hugs him. Both they cry incessantly. He says, what is this? For millions of lifetimes I'm waiting for you. I was desperate to meet, and today that. So that desperation is there in the Lord's heart to take us, to give His association. And what we are? We think that once in a month I go to the temple, I'm obliging Lord that He should fulfill all my commitments or whatever I ask for. And still He does. He's so much. Families come once in a month here. Once I asked him, what is your connectivity with the Lord? Then they say, whenever I come and ask for something, He gives me. And to just show the gratitude, I come once in a month. They come, they give some donation for prashadam or sometimes some buga, they bring something, Lord, it's so merciful. The way you want to reciprocate Him, He reciprocally respond them. That we have understood. Then what is our identity then? This is what Lord's identity. Our identity, if He is a Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, He is a boss of us. And when you realize that, that is the essence of Vedic knowledge. As he asked here, Jnanam cha Nigamam, what has explained in the Nigamas? Please let me know. This is what has explained in the Vedas. Hari Sarvatra Giyate. You should chant the holy name of Lord everywhere. Sarva Dharmana Parityajaamekam Sharanam Vraja. Leave aside everything and just yes. Then further he says that what are the specific values that we have discussed? That what are the specific values in the knowledge of the Vedas? Then he said, what are the necessities for the spiritual master and disciple? It's a very important subject matter to understand what are the necessities of this guru and disciple chain of Guru is called Guru Parampara. What is necessary? Can't generally that's what happens. Because nowadays people they think that Prabhupada is a pure devotee, and only if we get connected to him, we'll go back on that part. So even though he is not there physically, still you can take initiation from him and you can continue with your spiritual life. Yeah, you can. There's no difference. Scripture says that because you can connect, but that connectivity should be there. As Prabhupada says that he is there in the form of folks. getting connected with him in that form. If you are really has that intimacy, you can go back to Godhead and he will take you. I have seen personalities who never took initiation from any spiritual master. As to Prabhupada, they never had a formal initiation ceremony. But at the time of death, they literally got up from the bed, they saw, they said, Prabhupada, you have come, and they left their body. Everyone. Because everyone is not in that platform. Even today, there are so many, in Sri Vaishnava, we can see there are so many personalities, they are having direct talk with Sripad Ramanuja. Because Ramanuja, he has established two deities in two different places. And he says, I'm there in that form. Somebody has a doubt, then they stop, prayed, and one of his deity form from the Melkote, blood started coming out of his eyes. So he's there in that particular form, and when you want to reciprocate with him, he reciprocates with you. That intimacy, that much faith in the words of spiritual master or acharya, then it happens. They guide you personally. But if not, then you should accept the person in his discipline succession. Then question comes, as Mahaprabhu says, that Yehi Krishna Tattvavetta Sehi Guru hai. Krishna Tattva, he should be Guru. Then how to understand that whether this person knows Krishna Tattva or not? There is one particular group of devotees now, they think that after Prabhupada there is no one, no pure devotee. But if you accept the previous Acharya, by their own example, that whom they should accept and how they should get connected to Prabhupada. Otherwise, it will be difficult to survive in spiritual life. By our own mental concoction, if you want something and establish that and go ahead with your spiritual life will be tough. Because Guru Krishna Prasade Paye Bhakti Lata. By the mercy of Krishna, you get Guru, and by the mercy of Guru, you get Bhakti Lata Bija, the seed of devotion. Now you can understand what is the importance of spiritual mastery in our life. Without mercy of Guru, you will not get the seed of devotion. How you want to get connected? Kanakadas, who was none other than Yamaraj himself. Lord himself came to him and told him, see, be my servant. He said, no, I don't want to be. Because whoever becomes your servant, what happens to him? He has to beg door to door. He makes that person homeless and litters him on the road. He said, I don't want to be that. Again, in the next incident, when he was totally injured in the war and he was just lying in the filth of mud and blood, Lord came there and again asked him, still you don't want to be my servant? Then he says, okay, I will become. But again he puts his condition. Call you, you have to come. Lord said, okay, whenever you call me, I will come. But again, one thing he said, my Lord, I have read in the scripture, I have heard from the people that one cannot approach God directly. It's your mercy that you have approached me. But from my side, I shall approach you through your pure devotee. That whom should I take shelter to get connected with you? And then Lord guides him to go to Vyasati. That just recently happened, some 400-500 years back. And previous to that, we can see it. 5,000 years back when Bhagavad Gita was spoken. Lord never opened his mouth unless and until Arjuna asked their lordship, Shishyasteham Chadimam Tvam Prapanna. Now, please accept me as your disciple. Be my spiritual master. And then let's start being the spiritual. So the way of accepting spiritual knowledge is through spiritual master. Tadvidhi pranipate variprashnena sevaya upadeshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshana. Because they has it. If I don't have 100 bugs, I can't give you 100 bugs, do I? I have a 50 and I promise you I will give 100. Is that all right? How? I don't have 150. How I can give you 100? That is lie. But if I have a full, I can give you full. Unless and until you have a capacity to take that. So the spiritual master, who is the principle of a Vedic knowledge, that is to accept the Lord as the Supreme Personality of the Godhead and render devotional service to him. And if you don't do that, then what other things has a value in life? Okay. So when the people they think after Prabhupada there is no pure devotee, and if they believe that previous acharyas have spoken something, and if you really have a faith in that, then Bhakti Vinod Thakur says, who is Vaishnava? Vaishnava is he, by looking at him, if you remember Lord Vishnu or Krishna, that person is Vaishnava. That person is devotee. That person is Tattvaved. Guru. So Vaishnava, he has all qualifications to become a Guru. Because Yasyaste Bhaktir Bhagavati Akinchana Samasate Sarva Surai Gunaha. Means, if you become the pure devotee of the Lord, then automatically all these saintly qualities and the qualities of demigods, means qualities of Satoguna, will develop in that particular jiva. So just seeing that, if you remember Lord, first, that if you feel that you are connected with association, encourages you in Krishna consciousness, remembering their lordship, understanding about the Vedic philosophy, then that person can be accepted as a guru. That is the importance of guru-disciple relationship. Otherwise, to understand it. Question basically has VIDURAJI asked, and they have explained successively in his conversation further. So maybe if we get time, we discuss it tomorrow. Discussion, what is happening, what are the answers given by Maitreya Rishi to VIDURAJI for all this. Thank you very much. Do you have any comments or questions? Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he has taken sannyas. What? Sannyas is also Diksha. But he was not alive, you know. He took in front of his photo. What other incident you want? Sannyas, most important session in the life. He took sannyas. What? How he took sannyas? Taking sannyas means everything previously what done is gone. Giving up everything. He gets new mantra. You are Brahma, you should know that. The Sanskar Deepika is there, read there. Now you are saying that I don't know that. Now you say I know that part. Everything. There, it's like you are getting done your pinda, shraddha. Before you take sannyas, you yourself get done your pinda dan. You get done your own shraddha. Then everything started with a sannyasa is new birth for you. Your identity is totally changed. And that he is sitting in front of the photo of Gaur Krishna Das Babaji. There are so many. You don't know, but there are so many incidents. You should read when you come to know.
I know what one because knowledge and after do a Christian because do some art and do that. That's a psychological. Right. I know that.
What is that?
Guru gave the knowledge. After Guru gave the hand, disciple. And disciple just bag his whole knowledge. You ask, give it that to and then we try that. And that can come out the knowledge. Right. Yeah, that is a psychology.
Huh?
Psychology. That incident is there, but
there are so many incidents. Tukaram Maharaj, how he got initiated?
these are all. I'm talking about like
Are you understand this only? Forget about Bappa. So many things has happened that time. Why you are going that back? Have faith in things happening in your era and continue with the faith rather than again know it has happened there or not. It may have happened. What it relates to you? Does it matter? It matters. You tell me, does it matter?
I didn't find out.
It's not there. There are so many incidents, but you will not find them. No? What you are there, you have asked that whether it has happened. So it happened. Just recently happened. You believe in that first. Then you will go and track back whether it happened in Dwapar Yuga, whether it happened in Treta Yuga or Satya Yuga. How he got knowledge? Brahma. It was God never came in front of him and gave knowledge, gave him an initiation. It started with the first Guru, Brahma. What another thing you want as a evidence? Again. Then Brahma is not living entity. Then, why he should come? Have you that much capacity? So he comes as a spiritual master and he guides you. You just accept, have a faith. The faith is the very prime element to understand the Vedic knowledge. Definitely, no? Otherwise, how you will realize? Tattva Darshana, how you will understand this is this. This is what suitable for you specifically. And Lord guides you by giving such a spiritual master who can guide you, not anyone else. There are so many 60 of Prabhupada disciples are there who are giving initiation. Why you get connected with one person? Because whatever questions you have, whatever nature you have, for that suitable nature, this person is suitable for you to give knowledge. So he sends you to that person. Purnamida, Purnamada, Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudam. His system is very perfect. You just accept that, have a faith. That's what needed. Vedic knowledge, what is that? Shraddhadhana Purusha. The person who has a faith, he can obtain the Vedic knowledge. Anything else? Srila Prabhupada ki, Antara Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Thank you very much.